Have you been hearing about dealer exclusive coins or the hype of graded bullion? Perhaps the myth of free gold and silver? Or maybe what to look for if you think you've been taken advantage of? I'm Brian Keneally, this is Steve Rand, and welcome back to the Gold Spot. So Steve, what can you tell our audience about graded bullion?
Well, in many cases, it can be okay. And in most of the cases, it's really more hype than anything. And I think what a lot of these companies that are exclusively selling graded bullion to their clients is they're going based on the fact that a coin is a perfect 70 condition, or maybe a 69 in some cases. And if that were an older coin, that would be one of the most rarest things in the world. But unfortunately, that's just not the case with most newer coins. In the older days, when coins were minted in the 1800s and the 1900s, early 1900s, these coins were minted to be used as money. So they were minted in bulk, and then they were put into burlap bags, thrown onto trains and ships, and transported around the country to banks. And by the time they even got there, these coins had rubbed together and got what's called bag marks. So there are really no perfect specimens in older coins. So a lot of times companies will compare those older coins and say, well, the only thing you're going to get in an older coin is maybe an MS-65, whereas a new one, we can get you an MS-70. And yes, that would be great if those coins were extremely rare, but really they're not, and they're hyped as something that they're really not. So when you're looking for a graded bullion coin, you want to make sure you're not being sold a date that is very common, but is being compared to a really rare one, which is the exception, and there are some, or it hasn't been signed by some former mint director or something else that gives the perception of something giving a lot more value, because that really doesn't do it. And really what it comes down to is when you go to sell it and you find out the buyback or the payoff is not really at all what you thought it was going to be.
And there's the first release and early release as well, right?
Of course, there's all kinds of different things that they use to put lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
And in some cases, these coins, again, I want to be stressful that these coins, some of these can be very, very rare, but that is very much the exception, not the rule. So that's the graded bullion that we talked about. But now what we want to discuss is like a lot of these dealer exclusive coins that are being minted by Canada, Australia, Great Britain. What can you tell us about those type of coins?
Well, that's an area of real abuse. So what some companies will do is they will use a variety of sizes. For example, they'll use fractional size silver or gold coins. They'll use things that are exclusive to them where they've been the only one that can sell this. Problem there is, Steve, you can't compare it to anything, right? They set the price and it can be anything they want it to be. And then also they'll use a variety of different products. All of this designed to create some confusion. And then it makes it very difficult for the investor to know what they've really got.
Exactly, because if you've got a 1.25 ounce coin and you've got a quarter ounce coin, but then maybe these companies will also sell you a 1 ounce product with a very, very low premium. And since that coin premium looks good, you don't really do the math on the other coins and find out what you're really paying for these fractional or 1.5 ounce coins.
Really seeing an uptick in this area.
Correct.
So what about free silver and gold?
Well, we're hearing more and more about that. And of course, people are using this or companies are using this as a way to be able to make sure that you're choosing them because you're getting either free fees for your IRA or you're getting free silver with your gold or you're getting so much free gold if you buy so much. I have to tell you, there is no free lunch here. Believe me, the cost that you're paying for a lot of these dealer exclusive coins or these other type of products like this are so exorbitant, so much higher than what you should be paying. That's where they're getting their money. So yes, they can give you a little bit of free silver because you're spending 60, 70% more than what you should be paying on the gold you're buying. So you just got to remember at the end of the day that there really is nothing that's free. There has to be a cost in order to make this profitable for the company. So when it comes to these type of situations, we've had a lot of people recently that have come to us. It was happening for a while. It kind of died down and now it's really ramped up where people are coming to us saying, hey, I think I might have overpaid. I think I might have been taken advantage of. I think this company wasn't being truthful with me. What are the things that you see more and more that people have to be watching for?
Well, just this week, I mean, I'm seeing a real blueprint, like the same product, the same distribution. It's as though this has become,
A
playbook, right? And so the things to look for are a variety of different items in a variety of different sizes. That's probably your most obvious red flag.
Exactly, especially if you have no way to compare the price because no other company sells it, and you're looking at it and you're saying, well, I just bought something that's really a bullion coin and I spent 2.5 times the price of the
That's right.
bullion price. That's a problem, and you want to be really cautious on that. Now, there is some good news. We've had a lot of success over the course of the last several years, helping a lot of people that have been in these tough situations. It's not something we can always do because the numbers may not work out, but if there's a way to do it, we're going to help you. And if there's a way we can't, we're going to tell you that as well.
Yeah, so we can coach you through that process. There's a few steps to it, but it can be done
Absolutely.
successfully.
Yeah, and many times the suppliers that we work with are willing to help out because they don't want anybody to have a bad situation. They want people to leave this market with, like I said, a good taste in their mouth and a good position where they can see profitable portfolio moving forward.
And we've been able to help too.
Absolutely.
The one thing that I try to stress is that you can't just do nothing about it. If you do, you're going to wait years
Yeah.
just to break even.
Yeah. So check out the links below. We've got one for the exclusive dealer coins, one for the myth about free gold and silver, and one about the graded bullion. Take a look at those. Give us a call. We'll see you next week on the Gold Spot.
If you enjoyed today's Gold Spot, like or subscribe to both our YouTube and Rumble channels. Also, comment below if you have any questions or if you'd like to hear us talk about a specific topic in a future video.